Hello, who's going to be the first today? Um, yeah, always Dizzy here. Going to start with puzzle streak of 41 before I play any games, as I always do. I'm going to start at the 1 minute mark, which is about 15 seconds from now. Don't have too much else to say, other than for some reason today I'm feeling super bloated. I thought I would share that. Like I just feel so full, even though like full of liquid, even though I haven't been drinking much. Anyways, enough about me. We're going to start here. So this we can win. Be up a bunch of pawns. This wins a rook. So if we give a check, this is a mate in 2. We are white. We promote with check. Discovery on the queen. Hello, Mamzovich. You made it first today. I think. Did you get the newsletter today? The BCCF newsletter? Okay. We might actually have a mate here. A mate in 1. And do the fork on the queen. I don't think he's mating us. And bishop g6 wins the queen. No counterplay. Maybe a4. And oh, because there's actually, I mean, the tournament you were in was in it. The Lulu Island Classical. Oh, Nebula, you slowpoke late as usual. Okay, do I want to push or do I want to take? I think I want to take because then suddenly I have 3 pawns to play with. So just from that logic alone, I like doing that. Yeah. Oh, right. You don't want to. What's your email? What's your email? What? What's your email? You approve it? And who put the thumb first? Okay. Okay. Let me focus here, guys. So I don't spend all night, as usual, doing the puzzles. I could take and then take the bishop. I'll be up a minor piece. Check. And then check wins the knight. But then he has queen h1. Which I don't like. Okay. Chat is going crazy. I'm going to minimize chat. Sorry. I got to focus. Okay, so check. Queen, king f8. Check. I don't know. Because he moves the king again. I take the check and then he takes on d1. Queen d7, king f8 is forced, right? Queen f5. Right? I assume he goes to G. He might even be able to go to E7, but let's say he goes to G7 or G8. Ah, then I have Zwischendug. Okay, I gotcha. Okay, I forgot to account for I forgot to account for this, but I think we have check. No, then there's knight g7. So maybe I threaten mate now. No, then he's mating me. So check, knight g7. This is tricky. This is rated 1400. Okay, what? I'm so hot. God damn it, it's hot out. Oh, it's so hot in my place. Yikes. Go back. Okay. Assume the reclining position. It's boiling here. Queen g6. This puzzle is difficult. Do I just take the rook? I'll be up 2 pawns there. I mean, do I take the knight and then take the rook at the end here? No, I can't do that. Oh, wait a second. Maybe I can just take the knight for some reason. Yeah. So if he takes and then check, maybe we're just happy with that. But I don't like, I'm going to play that, but I don't like queen and pawn endings are tricky. Looking at chat now. Hello, Vivek. I've still been eating that Indian snack. No, it's hot. It's 30 degrees in here. I need a heat pump. It's expensive, though. And I think I want a new car before I get a heat pump. Because by the time I get a heat pump, the summer will be over. I'm tired of it, but I don't like to waste food. I mean, I don't really like it, but I can finish it. It's not so bad that I'm going to throw it out. I eat just a tiny bit. I eat maybe a tablespoon per day. I have about 40% of the bag left. I have a question for you. Do those other bags, they have different types, like with peanuts and stuff, but the same brand? Do they all taste the same and it's just in different form instead of those little crunchy noodle things? Do they all have the same flavor? Because if they all have the same flavor, I won't bother trying the other ones. But they have different flavors. I might try the other ones. Okay. I don't like that puzzle. Okay, so we have a check and a check. How about we do it with the queen? How about we do it with the queen instead? Is this a better version somehow? I'm really lacking on the puzzles here. Okay, so we go back to rook d8. They have different flavors. Okay. Yeah, because I can't handle spice. Like I'm a very much a white person with this in the spice. Um, in the world of spices. Uh, I'm not seeing it. Am I giving a check here? Okay. So it's actually a kill box at the very end. We are white. So let's look at the check. This is a mate, or we're winning the queen. Hang on, somebody messaged me. Yeah, I like mildly sweet stuff. Okay. Not an important message. Sorry. Such a bad streamer. I like check messages. But people don't message me too often. That's why I was curious. Okay. So let's look at the check. If he doesn't take, then it's mate. And if he does take, then it's mate. So this is why I like to look at forcing moves first. This is a fork. I don't see problems with it. Well, we have to look at the forcing move first. Actually, what if I took his queen and then this won't be enough? Okay, so check. If he takes with the rook, then I have a check here, winning the queen. If he takes, or sorry, if he moves his king, then I take the queen, he takes on c6, and then rook e1. It's not over there, because he can then bring his rook back to c1. Can I then take rookie? No, because then he can push here, I think. And then I come in, though, still? Holy crap. That's like 8 moves ahead, if that's correct. I have not tried stone pad. I've tried almost nothing. I've tried almost nothing. Almost nothing. But I am drinking chai tea. I'm Indian now. Right? That makes me Indian. Okay, sorry. So, but that was a pretty complicated line. So e takes f2, king h1, and then queen. Do you hear the messaging? I gotta mute. I'm gonna mute that window. It's way too annoying. Okay, sorry. So takes, check, takes, and then I was going to go rook e1. And I think he has to bring the other rook back to c1. And then I was planning to take on c1, but I wonder if I could actually double up there. Probably, I'm not sure. But let's say I take on c1 then, and then rook c1. And then rook e1, like they might transpose. Because I don't know if he can stop that. If he then puts the rook on f1. Yeah, I'm just going there. And if he doesn't if he leaves it on c1 and he plays g3, then again I'm going to rook e1. Oh wait, but that might be the problem, right? No, yeah, rook e1, because he has to take. So I think that's the line, but I think that's underrated. Because again, that's like, is that 8 moves? Something like that. So let's try it. Okay, well, what did I miss? The hint should have been, it shouldn't be so hard for 1400. But I was looking at this. Oh wait, the pawn is gone. Oh, wait, no, sorry. So this was the very first time. I was looking at this line in which I did calculate this correctly. So I was looking at this. And that's 6, 7. That is 8 moves. Exactly 8 moves. Oh, wait, is it? 4, 5. It's 6 moves ahead. But this was the very first line I calculated. I thought I had here. Wait, what did he do? Wait. Oh, I accounted for this already, but then I was only looking at King H1. This was the very first thing I accounted for, and then I assumed that white was going to play King H1. I thought, because this was a simpler line to play for black. Oh, that's annoying. That's annoying. I'm going to drink my chai TTT now as consolation. Okay. With my chai TT drank, we got to start over. And sloppiness. With nanana bread. That's right. I heard a bang in the kitchen. I don't know what that could have been from. I have no appliances on. Okay, what? I gotta focus. Okay, so check. And then we're winning the rook, right? Because he can't stay on it. And can I go here, winning the bishop? No, just this again, you fool. We just had the same idea. Well, we gotta get active here. Discovery on the rook. His rook is defended by the knight. We have a discovery on the rook. Back rank issues. Deflection. This little nugget. Winning the queen. Deflection, I think. It's going to be a check, and then... Oh, maybe not. I was thinking about combining these ideas. But you would think it's starting with a check. So if he needs to stay on the queen. Oh yeah, and then we do have that. And if he goes here then... so King G5. Again, a deflection. So it's just a deflection every time. Black. This wins the rook. We are black. So we have a check. We're up a pawn. I don't know about this though. I kind of want more. I want more. So if King C2, how do I get more? Am I just happy with this? I don't like this puzzle. I don't like that one at one bit. Okay, check. I mean, oh, his queen is under attack, so I can just take it. So again, I can't do this though. Okay, so this is pin, so I can never take his queen. So I'm assuming we go to a5. If b4, I can take the bishop, and I will be up a piece. There is a fork, but I can just take on d5. I think that's all I need to know. Okay, his queen is kind of overloaded. So which way do we do it? So check first, and then the recapture. I'm covering here. And then he's got back rank issues, so we do it this way. I should have probably verified that level. I mean, I did verify it, but I could have been extra sure. Anyways, we have a check here. You can't block with a queen because of deflections. And so his only other move is to go to e8 and then what? To d8 rather, and then what? Then I have a check. I don't know about that. Check king d8. Check if queen e7, I'm taking the rook. So he has to come back up to d7. Then I give a check again. I think so. It's kind of like a triangulation without triangulating. Hello, silicone. Okay, it goes this way. The easy way. Black. Checkmate. Ooh. We had the same puzzle like 3 days ago. And it's taking to isolate it. We had the same puzzle. I recognize it. Wow, me. Wow, me. Okay, we are white. That's kind of cool that I recognize that. Okay. There's a fork on d6. Is that all we're after? He can give us a check, but he's going to still have 2 pieces under attack. But then he can attack one of mine, but then I'm taking one of his. And you can't deal with both. Okay. So we're down a knight. So if I take on e3 and let's say queen takes e3, and then queen takes e3, rook e3, rook takes. I have 2 rooks for 2 minors. I have a rook for 2 minors. I don't think that's enough. Excuse me. Chat is quiet. I hope we're not just happy with a rook for 2 minors. And I don't even know if that's guaranteed, because if we take what's a bishop first, and then rook e3, and then queen e3. No, that's already. Yeah. I don't know. I'll have a rook for 2 minors. I'll have a rook and a pawn for 2 minors. Maybe I can get the h3 pawn as well. Hello, Alex. Okay, I'm gonna go with that. I just hate this puzzle. Yeah, I don't like this at all. It's only -1. Freak. That's so stupid. What a stupid puzzle. It's -1. Like, that's not easy to assess. Now it's -1.5, but I mean, for a 1500 rated puzzle, that's not much to work with. -1.5. That's annoying. That's a downvote from me. Moving on. If we can get his king to a light square, we can win his queen. Yeah, so I think it's taking on f2, because here then we have bishop e4 winning the queen. And otherwise it's mate. We have a discovery on his queen again. I think it's simply bishop d4, same motif. We can give a check and then take his queen. Still bot done? Still not done? No, I suck. You should know that. Okay, we have back rank. So can I give a check here? Well, we have to look at the forcing move. Actually, what about this one? This is interesting. Because if he goes king d8, it'll be equal material. If bishop d7, I don't know if this is enough. Okay, so let's look at queen a8. And then I'm picking up h8, I guess. So then we just take the rook and take here. He has a check, but we should be okay there. Okay, we are black. b5 undermines his bishop. These self-protect. Well, with a bishop, though. Okay, so if he takes and then takes, his bishop's under attack, and then this one runs. So yeah, he goes here, and then this one runs, and I got pants. I basically have pants there. And we should just be taking here. Okay. Check. He has to take the pawn, I believe. And then we have queen. Actually, hang on. Then I can sack the rook. Is that enough? Take. I'll have an extra knight against these pawns. Should be enough to get the job done. I just need to get the queen here, so it's just taking here. 31. I'm up a minor piece. No, we're missing a rook. So how is that? We have 2 minors for a rook, I think. No, I'm down the exchange. I'm down the exchange. So as I was saying, like almost always I've noticed, this is a thing that I've noticed, is that in these situations, whoever's turn it is to move, usually, as long as we can recapture the original piece, it's always going to work out for us. But I don't think it's an actual rule, but it's almost always the case though. So we take on d5. There's no check or anything like Zwish and Zugs. Well, there is actually one, but then he's not on my queen anymore. So, and he's not going to threaten mate. Same thing here. He's not going to threaten mate. So I think he has to take the queen. And then I have this Zwish and Zug. And he doesn't have one. Well, he's in check for one thing. And then I don't know if I want to take the rook because I don't know if I'm coming out alive. But even if I recapture the knight, and then he takes here, what does that leave us with? I will still be up. No, wait. He'll still be up the exchange, so I would have to take the rook. But yeah, it's a little tricky still. But his knight can't actually leave. Yeah, so he would have to prepare the knight's escape, and then meanwhile I could maybe prepare my knight's escape. So I am taking. And I am taking the rook. Okay. So what's going on here? We're down a minor piece again. Check might do something. How about check here? Get his king out and then queen e5. Might even lead to a mate. At the very least, I'm taking the rook. And, well, we need to take the rook. We'd be insane not to. What is pants? Pants is something you put on so you're not wearing underwear. Pants, also called trousers. It's a Russian thing where your pawns move up the board like this. You can look it up. Yeah, not many people know about it. Dvoretsky talks about it. Okay, so b5. Now, sometimes it's better to go a5. But here I don't think it is because his king is too close. Because by the time we play b5, he can stop our pawn, and if I take here, he's still in the square. So I think we go b5 right away. And then he can't ignore it. Okay. And so here, I'm thinking I might go f7. Pants has nothing to do with castling. I've never heard of that before. So f7, if he takes. Wondering about an under promotion, but I think I just recapture and he's not going to stop me. He does have one check to give. Oh, wait, that would be illegal. Yeah, so that should just be winning here. And I want to freeze his pawns. Now, which way? I don't want to go here. Well, I want the pawn to be closer to my king because if I go c4, actually he has a4 here, I think. So maybe we don't even push a pawn. Yeah, this one's about reserve tempi. I might even have to give up the h pawn temporarily. Although that looks wrong too. Okay, but the problem with c4, I'm seeing is a4. But could I then triangulate back here? No, because he can always just go back and forth. So c4, a4. Yeah, I think maybe I'm just bringing in my king. Now, what if he goes? This is really tricky. So, I don't know about this one. This is really tricky. If I go king d5 and then h4, Okay, I'm just going to minimize chat. It's scrolling too much. Yeah, if I go here, what if he goes b3? Then I can just go back. I'm trying, and then, but what if he goes b4? So what if he goes b4 right away? What if he goes b4? That's a problem for me. Oh wait, maybe this is simpler than I thought. I have this square for my king maybe, so maybe I can go a4. He can't push the b pawn because I'll promote. So he has to go c4, and then I'm slipping in, slipping Jimmy, and that should be good. a4, c4, king d4. If he moves the king, then he's just in zugzwang, so it has to be this way. Okay, we are black. Check. Why would we not do that? Do I actually have to consider not taking? So there's queen e2 is the only thing that would give me pause. Check, and then I have check here. Okay, I think it's a similar idea. I might even have just rook ce8. There is a check on c6 though. So how about something more forcing? Check. And then check. Still tricky though. Check. Check. King d2. I do have a check on d8. But this is still tricky. Yeah, so let's say then rook gd8. Say, I don't know if he crosses this bridge, king c2. But then I can trade here. Okay, I'm gonna do this. It ended too soon, I think. We are white. So, oh, I think I see it. Knight g8, and then we take on h7. So let's just confirm, but it looks pretty damn good to me. I like how quickly I saw that one. 38, we are black. How about, okay, yeah, how about here? We're just threatening mate. Are we though? We're not threatening mate. Yeah, we're not threatening mate. So is there a way that this could be, this could work for us? Maybe I take the pawn. Okay, so we go here, and there's rook e6. I don't see how I'm progressing there. So it might be taking the pawn. I don't think this is going to do it. Oh, but I am threatening mate, actually, I just realized. So I think he has to give up the rook. Yeah, this is mate. And he can't move. Okay, but he can play bishop here, but then it's mate here. Okay, nice. We are black. So I have this check. If he goes here, then it's mate. So he needs to, he has two squares. Here I'm taking with check. Okay, but let's look at this one. So rook h1, if king e2. Yeah, that seems to lead nowhere. Yeah, I might have to start with here. So check. King c2. And then check. He needs to either go back to d1 or go to c2. If king c2, is that mate? Oh, that's mate. Either way, it's mate. So check. If he goes to c2, we take on d4. And then it's going to be... Oh, no, but he can come back here. He can come back to d1. If he goes to c1, it's mate. So he has to go to d1 if he does that. And then if I give a check, he goes to c2. Still very tricky. Yeah, so boom, boom, check, back to d1. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not seeing better than rook h1 and then king e2. And that's only one line I'm looking at. What if I start with the rook h2 check? And he's going to e3. Yeah, so boom, boom, check, king d1. I mean, I can give a check back here, but I don't see how that's helping. And then check if he goes to e3. Yeah, I don't... Oh, I'm so close to the end, though. I'm so close to the end. It goes back to d1. I mean, unless I have time for a slow move like bishop d3, but I don't want to get... I don't want to give him... I don't want to give him checks, you know. I don't know if I could survive that. It feels like I shouldn't be able to. Goes to do. Otherwise, I'm giving another check here. He goes to e2. Goes to e2. Once he goes to e2, I'm screwed. Check. Check. King d1. I don't know. I'm playing it. And yeah, and this is what happens. And then, because I didn't see better than this. So check. Can he even come here? No, he can't. Yeah, so it might be bishop f3, because if he goes to c1, then I have check here. I'm going to win the queen, because after king c2, actually I thought I was going to. After king c2, okay, so check. Oh no, I think I looked at this. No, we already know that. Oh, hang on. Okay, so check. Either one. Yeah, I mean, if I give a check here, yeah, in this line, I'm winning the queen. So I think he has to go king c2. So if I go bishop f3, king c2, and then I'm hoping to do that again here with check. I'm trying to get him to b3. So but the problem here is then he can escape. So yeah, so that's why I think, yeah, so this, but then But then I just never have an answer for this. I never have an answer for it. No answer. There's here again, but this lets him check me. I don't want him to check me. I mean, are we surviving this? Check. I don't think I am. No, I'm not. So slow moves, unless I go this way. And hope no, because then he's well. Could it be? No, that's never going to work. Queen's too good. So I think it has to be a forcing move here, but here bishop or king c2 is my problem. And if I give a check, he goes to e3. Oh my god, but then do I have this? No, I don't. Yeah, I just don't see it. And going rook h1 again. There's king e2, and I'm just that's just the end of the road there. And I'm so close to the end. I have 2 more puzzles to do, so I don't want to give up on it. I mean, it's possible it's bishop f3 and then e2. And then, you know, he gives me checks. This pawn's always protected, and maybe he can win the bishop, but then I'm always promoting. It's possible it's that. That would be really, really complicated, though. And if we do this again, he always has, amongst other things, king d3. I mean, if we can survive after bishop e3, bishop d3, then we win, right? But I just don't think I can survive. Could I go here? No, then he can zigzag in. He can zigzag in. I don't know. Check here already wins the bishop. See, it's very dangerous. Very dangerous. Check. Here. Check. Here. Check. Here, and then he takes. See? Oh my god, it's so hard. I'm sure you all figured it out hours ago. Now, I don't know. This is the most forcing. Check. I don't think he can. I don't think he can go back. Because then it's a mate, right? But then the real problem is king d3. And maybe I push there. But my king is just so exposed. Check, king c2, rook h2, king d3. I don't know. I'm giving up, and I'm going to make this as my guess. It ends too soon. I'm going to open up chat. Did you guys figure this out? Hello, Iggy, or Egg. I don't know how to pronounce your name. Okay, so what is the solution to king d3? Yeah, we just pushing, eh? And then we're surviving. I don't know, very hard. So the difference between doing it, the difference between doing something like this is specifically because of queen d5. And I don't know. It's a hard one. I don't know. I don't want to look at it anymore. Okay. Last one. I kind of feel bad. Like, does that really count when I don't understand it? I don't know. But I'm going to accept it. Okay, we are white. So if I take with the pawn, we maintain opposition, but that doesn't mean much. If black moves the king to e6, then I'm winning a pawn. Although it's... Oh, wait, you can't go there. Okay, I'm just going to minimize chat. Okay, so... Sorry, so if I take on... Yeah, so if this happens... I assume I want to go king g5. And if he goes g6, I think I should be quicker there. And if he goes after my newly founded e-pawn, I think I don't know about this. Yeah, I think he has to take, and it's tricky, but I think I'm still quicker there. I don't think he can go king e6. If he, for some reason, goes, let's say, to g6, then I might be able to even just go king e5, because I might be quicker here. I'm not sure about that, but might be quicker there. Or I might just push. I don't know. It feels like it should be good. I don't think I want to take with the king, though. If I take with the king... Or let me look at the other lines still. There's still g5 to consider. But then I just take... He does have this passed pawn. But I have two pawns. Plus it's check, right? So he has to go to g5, basically. And then I... Oh, these self... yeah, no, they don't self-protect. This is still tricky, too, honestly. Yeah. Yeah, so check, king g5. I don't know. Yeah, maybe I'm playing e5 there. Yeah, still very tricky. Tricky, but if we take with the king, I don't know. This is hard. My brain needs a rest. Is there even g5 there? I don't have to take, but if I do take, because of where my pawn is situated, I'm not stopping him from promoting. So I wouldn't be able to take. I'd have to play something else, and then he's just taking. So for that reason alone, we have to take with the pawn. And then I was going to go to g5, but this is interesting too, because if he doesn't, like if he goes to d5, I might have king f5, and then if he takes push, oh, maybe that's a problem. He can always go there. Yeah, this might not work out because he's covering f6. So yeah, so king g6, not sure which pawn to take. Probably makes sense. This might be quicker. And I don't know if he probably has to take this one. And then I'm quicker there. Okay. Whew. I'm going to get one wrong on purpose now. Okay. The one before that was so hard though. And again, honestly, I do feel a little bit bad for getting the previous one because I didn't fully grasp it. But at the same token, it seemed like the move I made seemed like my best chance. So there is something to be said for that. What one was it? Or this one? Whoa, what's going on? It's opening up the puzzle in a new tab. Oh shit! And now it lost. Oh, I don't know what happened there. Too bad. I wanted to look at that one again. Anyways, going to play a game now. Remember games? Do you guys remember games? So yesterday I played my first bird. I lost. We could do it again, but I'm chicken. So we'll save those for special occasions. I actually have Stockfish like in CPT running it right now. Okay, so we have the Steinitz variation of the Roy Lopez. People used to play this all the time. Against me, but they've slowed down on it. So this isn't so common where they take on d4, so I don't know this very well. And I think black might want to play d5 at some point. Yeah, that seems weakening. Seems weakening. I might just come here. And I'm not going to overthink it for once in my life. I don't want to block my bishop, so I'm putting it here. And we're going to slide over to g3. Then it's a little bit hard for him to move his bishop. He might have to go g6. So can I just do that now? Can I do this now? Queen g4 maybe. Where do I want to castle? Probably king side. Maybe I'll just castle now. Yeah. Maybe f4. Maybe it's Maybelline. Might go f4. Maybe bishop f4, rook a d1. There we go. There we go. This is a plan. But I don't want to castle queenside. I think e5 at some point might be an idea as well. Yeah, I also have knight b5 and rook d1. So I think I want bishop f4. Bishop f4, knight h5. Yeah, maybe f4. Yeah, because there's knight h5 here. I could play rook fd1. It feels weird to not move this bishop. Man, it's so hard with chat scrolling. I don't see the chat. I just see it out of the corner of my eye, but it's so distracting. I'm actually going to minimize it. It's good. I like to see the participation, but just I'm so distracted. My peripheral vision, I see the chat scrolling. It's just crazy. I don't know if I'll ever get used to that. So rook fd1, he castles, let's say. I don't know if he would have another move. And then bishop f4 puts a rook on d8. I can keep piling on it, maybe here. I don't know about that. I don't know. Because I don't know. f4 again. What am I threatening with f4? Nothing. Analysis paralysis. Maybe I go knight d5 and play something like this. That would be weird. Kind of. I could go bishop e3 and then rook a d1. Too many options. Knight h5. Could Moroxy bind it? Okay, I'm going to play here. This might be bad. I don't know. Too many options. It feels kind of weird, and I'm going to keep this as a backward pawn. I know he's got bishop f6, but I hope to pile on here. If ever bishop e5, I've got f4. Okay, and so I think I just go bishop f4 right away. There's queen g4, a little annoying. But yeah. Okay, so bishop f6, c3. I don't get my Moroxy bind though. Maybe I even just play rook fd1, challenge him to take it. Because this looks pretty good. Double-edged maybe, but this d6 is really the weak point for him. So now, well, no, I'd rather take with a rook. But which rook? Yeah, that's a good move. Could also just move my queen. G6, so. And I don't know how I mean, if I trade, I could also go c4, and then it's not really a backward pawn anymore. But my pawns are better than his. But my advantage is waning. Yeah, I would want to take with the e pawn, bishop f6, rook b1, b5, b3. Then he comes in here, but it's, yeah, I don't know. Or I could just go here. Bishop f6, c3. He starts attacking this. I've got f3. Okay, we're gonna do it with this rook. It's always the wrong rook. Whichever rook you choose, it's always the wrong rook. At least for me. And I don't know if I mean, did I have better? I don't know. Okay, so we keep this long-term weakness of d6. Yeah, bishop f6. Again, I'm not sure. I might like, maybe I just take the pawn. Well, I don't know. Well, yeah, actually, I'm winning a pawn there, right? Okay. So f3, or can I do this? Okay, probably f3 doesn't hurt. So let's just play that before we waste time. So in addition to this backward d6 pawn, his pawns are in dark squares, mine are in light. This is looking better and better. Yeah, and then here I think I might just take this pawn. Right? Because then I have rook b1. Rook b1, and then I'm getting a second pawn. Oh, it's check though. It's check. Annoying. So I might need to go c3. Or I could move my king, like king f1. Challenge him to take it. Rook b1. And then it gets a little tricky. he can challenge my bishop. I might have to take. But then he's losing another pawn. But it's the rook and pawn. It's still, yeah, still iffy. So I could go king f1. Yeah, I might do that. Otherwise, it's a little tricky for him. So I'm going to go king f1. Yeah, because I didn't like him putting this. I didn't like bishop d4. I didn't want him to go take. You know, take rook b1, bishop d4. So he's considering it now, taking on b2. He's probably wondering what the hell this is about. Because can you imagine? This is such a weird move for your opponent to play. So he's probably wondering, yeah, so he's going for this. And, okay, and I will take, yeah, and so here I was going to take. Even though it does fix his pawns, but I actually thought I'm winning a pawn. I'm not winning a pawn. So maybe I misplayed this a little bit. Because I'm only getting my pawn back. But my pawns are more active. My king is more active. Yeah, that's a mistake, I think. Because, which pawn do we, take? Like, do we take here? Then here you have these two isolateds. And then I'm gonna win another pawn, I think. Yeah, plus we get a rook off, which makes his drawing chances harder. So this is now in action. So we do win another pawn. And we're going to go for it. I think I'm playing very well. Taking those little... Okay, so he created Luft. Now, I could immediately... This might be better because I think I might be saving my pawn. Right? Because check. And then I can go here. So this is the right pawn to take. Maybe this worked too. They probably both worked. But at least this guarantee... Oh, I missed this. Technically, it can be saved. You can go like this. But do I want to do that? Because his king... Oh, plus there's here. I've got... yeah, he's got this, right? So here. And then here. Okay, but the thing is his king then comes up. And then I'm not sure what's going on. Maybe I have to go around like this. You know, like that. Yeah, so do I want to stop G5? Yeah, because then I want to stop that, I feel, because otherwise my king can't do anything on G3. Okay, so now I guess I make a run for it here. And another idea was I could trade these off and then go after this. Okay. This is some theoretical position, I'm sure. Okay, so takes and then go here. Maybe go here right away. Trade these. It's very tricky. Okay, I'm gonna do this. Oh, I don't know if I should take here first. Okay, we're gonna do this. Activity. But this is a little scary. Okay, now What? Go back here. Takes. Yes. Okay, just take that first. Then I might have to go a4. He's playing very well. I think we're both playing well. Can this be a problem? No. I could come back. Push, takes, push. I don't think... It's too dangerous. I might just acquiesce to a draw. I was completely winning there. But he played this very well, I think. Okay, almost zugzwang. This way. Hopefully I don't get mated. Wow, he played this very well. Now I'm probably losing, and I'm going to flag. Wow, he destroyed me in the endgame. Not destroyed me, but he played very well. I spent way too long on that move. Oh, it's too good. Wow. Straight to the engine on that one. He played well. He played that well. The end game, anyways. Oh, I thought I played a good game, too. I do think I played a good game. I think he just... I don't know. He got me. Ugh. He got me. No, that wasn't really time. I mean, time had a factor, but he just outplayed me in the end game. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm just completely winning out of the opening. Maybe not completely, but I'm winning. +2. So most of the game I'm +2, and then, I don't know what happened. He played so quick, eh? He played so quick. He is a blitz player, mostly, so that might explain it. Okay, so what can I learn from this game? Man, I lost 4 games in a row now. Whoops. I lost 4 games in a row. And it was just weird. Like, he knows his end games, but he made, like, such big mistakes, like C5. So the best move is bishop f4 right away, or bishop e3. It looks like it. Computer does want to castle queenside. I don't know. I don't want to do that. But it is maybe an efficient way to put a rook on d1. And then I wasn't sure about knight d5. Yeah, computer says bishop g5. Interesting. And if he castles, then e5. I did think e5 at one point. His bishop will be under protected, I see. And then, so rook fd1. So first, yeah, so this was good. Rook fd1, top move by 10 center pawns. And after, I'm curious what it thinks about my king f1 move. Okay, it's not the best move. It wants just c3. Really? I don't know. I thought king f1 was nice. So if he starts doing this... Oh, sorry. That just drops a pawn. Yeah, so he has to... Oh. Okay, so I'm winning c5. Did I just miss this fact? Oh, how did I miss that? He has no way to protect the pawn. Yeah, that was a mistake. I got too fancy there. I got too fancy. I'm just running to win the pawn. Oh, that was sloppy. But having not seen that, I think king f1 is a very nice move. It is the third best move. And yeah, this was the right thing to do. And we are winning plus 1.5, but it still works. So this was actually a mistake, eh? Rook b8. Yeah, he gets too active there with rook b8. Yeah, I think Vivek just said that. So just bring in the king. This isn't going anywhere. And this isn't going anywhere. Yeah, this is the principled move. King e2. Just bring in the king. The pawn's not going anywhere. Okay. And then this was another mistake. I thought this was a good move. I thought I made the right decision. But that's because for some reason here, I thought I had... Well, I do have c4. But it's too passive, I guess. We have to go for this pawn. And then a4. So we protect... Oh, the difference here is we can use the c-pawn as shelter now. Now our king can get active. That's the difference here, right? Because here I'm stuck on the back rank. Okay. But he played well. I think he played the endgame well. It's a shame that I didn't get a draw, because it was equal here. But, yeah. But he played quickly the whole game. Okay, I'll play another one. Tough one to lose. I don't mind losing it too much. 1973 opponent. Okay. From India. From India. So 4 losses in a row. Can we make it 5? I haven't seen this in a long time. Queen d2 is not so common, but solid. He might as well play f4 if he's going to play this system. But maybe it's interesting because... okay, let's castle first of all. Although, hang on. We have to consider this. The problem is I have nowhere good to go after we take on d2. So just castle here. Play the word. I just played it yesterday for the first time, but maybe I have to build it up first. But the problem with the tournaments, everybody can easily prepare against me, so I'm kind of screwed. So now this is kind of like a check over. Yeah, except this is defended. So in cases like knight c6, this now is a problem. So maybe queen c7 is usually a safe move to play. So let's play that. I don't want to overthink it here. Pre-move the recapture. Wow, aggressive. Can I go here again? No, definitely not. Okay, well, he wants to fight. So knight c6 again? No, this still... So I might have to go rook fd8, or we go for this. One thing I have to worry about is, like... There's a lot... Okay, there's problems, though. There's lots of problems here. Maybe b5. I don't know how fast he is. I don't like f5, right? b5. Is this safe? It's scary. You might even be able to just give it up like this. Scary. Knight b d7. But then I'm like a little slow here. Feels like I'm a little slow. Okay, I'm going b5. Okay, that's something for us. So bishop b7 now. Okay, so knight c6 takes. There's still this problem. Although now, if queen here, I can disrupt his pawns here. Like I could trade queens and then take here. He'll be up a pawn though, but it's interesting. Yeah, so takes, queen d6. Yeah, it's not quite what I want. Okay, I'm not overly concerned about this because there's a little Najdorf trick. Okay, so there's putting the rook on e8 or d8, or is this an idea? I don't like it. Okay, so I think I have to go knight bd7 because for lack of any other plan. At least my rooks are connected now. Yeah, this is tough. Tough. Okay, so now h6. Because if he takes, I have knight h7, right? Bing, bang, boom, knight h7. He still has venom, but I think I'm holding that. If he takes my knight, it could be something. But I'm playing h6 here. I'm more worried about an eventual g5. You know, he goes bishop h4. I don't know, maybe knight h7 holds. Awkward though. Yeah, might have knight h7, but then these start rolling. He takes it, okay. Is g5 a move? Why would you take and then think here? Don't you have something lined up? Maybe he's just maybe he's now seeing g5 as an idea. Probably just seeing g5 now and he's considering it. So g5. I probably want to take it. I'm not sure if I go like somewhere else, knight h7, and then g6. That's looking pretty awkward for me. So I might have to take it, queen g5, then knight h6, and then h6. Oh god, it's tight. We have rook g8, barely hanging on there. Okay, he goes here first. Now I was saying here, but is there a rush? Well, we are threatening to win the queen, so we will go there. So maybe there's f4. But then his queen is really getting restricted. Okay, he plays f4. And f5, this is a threat. Rook f6 is my threat here. His pawns are very dangerous, so even if I win the queen. But f5, how does his queen escape? Here, damn it. He can take on e6, and he's good there. That's a shame. What about something like this, threatening here? That's got to be decent, right? Is it though? Is it really decent? It looks terrible. Wow, this guy just crushed me. So it's going to be 5 losses in a row and losing against a 1900. This is bad. This is bad. Could maybe move the rook and put bishop f8. Don't know if I have time for that. And where would we put it? Rook fc8, maybe? And then, because I'm threatening bishop f8 here. Now, he can... No, he doesn't have this. So if I move my f rook, how does he stop bishop f8? Because his queen can't move. He might have to give up the knight. But then he's winning this bishop, so maybe I should go here to protect it. Right? Because if he takes, I take and then takes. It's check, though. But it's something, so I'm going to go here. So he might see this because he's seeing everything so far. But that takes a lot of pressure off. This takes a lot of pressure off. He's got these pawns and they're killer. But he's down to 2 minors after this. And then, yeah. Okay. Ooh. But yeah, previous game, lesson learned. I should have just brought in the king. His f4 pawn was he? I forget what color he was, but his f4 pawn wasn't going anywhere. Might have been c4. I forget what color it was. I think it was it white last game? Yeah, it was white last game. So yeah, his c4 pawn wasn't going anywhere last game. So I should have just played king e2. Okay, anyways, we're playing this game. So the best move I see is knight e6. He might have something else. These pawns are serious. But the 2 things I have going for me in this position, one, I'm up a piece for 2 pawns, I think. Yeah, I have a piece for 2 pawns. And secondly, okay, so he goes for it. I should have planned where I'm going to move my king after this. So I don't understand why he has to think. Why would you sack the knight and then have to think? I don't understand. Why would you sack the knight and then think? I just really don't get it. Okay. He's done that. Okay, I don't know. I'm paranoid. I'm worse than Kramnik. But it's weird, though. Okay, because he's done that a couple of times now. Because if you're going to sack the knight, you're doing it to recapture with the pawn, with the queen, and take the pawn. It's just... think same thing here when he sacked here, and then he thought he sacks first and then asks questions later. That's twice that he sacked a piece and then had to think about his follow-up. Okay, so yeah, I should have been thinking during this time instead of insinuating things. I'm just going to go here because here is a move. And I don't know, maybe I could have trapped the queen, but I don't have time to think. And this seems reasonable, so let's play it. I have to watch out for this. Except I'm on his queen. Okay, so I think we've defended things here. And then do I want to start grabbing pawns? Not really, but I don't have much time. That does remove threats, right? It also opens up a G file, but his pawns aren't so menacing anymore. I mean, otherwise, like G5 is scary. So I think I want to take on G4. Because he's got a crap load of pawns. Otherwise, oh, okay, interesting. That's weird. What's he doing? Okay, he wants to go for this. I can afford to sack at this point. We have enough material here. Get rid of these pawns. Oh, freak. How did I miss that? Okay, I can... Okay, we do this still. We're up a lot of material. We can afford such things. Okay, keep the pressure on. I can threaten mate, though. Okay. Might as well threaten it. And then bring in this stuff. Check. I don't know. Here? No, then he takes. Yeah, so I could even go here. That might be a bit much. Opponent has left the game. Do I have a scene that shows the full screen? There we go. Oh, I can claim victory. Okay. I don't know. FIDE 1572. It's a kid. This is the graph of a kid. 1,000 bullet. Okay, yeah, but put in my notes here. Did I report or did I just blocked, right? I won't report somebody that does that because I think they detect that on their own. So that was stupid. Why? Like he sacks twice and then he aborts the game. Like it's annoying. Just sack everything, hope it works out. If it doesn't work out, I'm going to just let my time. Oh yeah, just abort. Maybe he got disconnected. Can I guess his age? Oh, because of his FIDE profile. Let me try to, without looking at his FIDE profile, based on his description here. I like Magnus Carlsen and Shardul Gagar because I like chess so much. Based on that. Based on his teams and based on his rating, I'm going to guess he's like, the thing is, he could be any age, but I'm going to guess he's like 9, 8 or 9 years old is my guess. Between 8 and 10. Are you going to tell me the answer, or do I need to look it up? Let's look it up. Well, actually, never mind. I thought he had his profile. I thought he had his FIDE link. I thought he had his profile linked. So I thought you knew the answer, but never mind. So I thought he had his real name, and then okay. So we don't know. Okay, so this game was scary. This was serious. It's scary, but in the Najdorf, a common defense for blacks, normally the bishop is not here. It's more of an English attack. This is basically an English attack, but the bishop is on e3, but h6 is the way to defend. It looks like a bad hook pawn, but you let white take on h6, and then you go g6, and then you just hide. It's often a way to defend, and this is usually my go-to when they sack. You just go knight h7. Usually protects everything. And he just gave up too much material. I mean, he gave up two pieces. His pawns are very strong, but his queen can't do. I've got a million pieces here to defend. Well, 4 pieces. So he wasn't going to do anything with just his queen, and his other pieces are too far away. And he was just down too much material here. Now, had he kept playing, it is still a bit of a game, for sure. Like, this would have still been work, because I shouldn't have allowed this rook g1. So this definitely still would have been work, but I'm basically up a queen for a bishop, and he's got and then 2 extra pawns, but that should be good. Okay, let's look at that. This kid asked for a rematch too. Why do they do that? Lets his time run, sacks against me twice, and then aborts the game. He didn't let his time run, but he aborts the game. Then he asks for a rematch. Come on. And it's not his connection, because he was not blinking throughout the game. And he has a better connection than me. He's got a 5-bar connection here. I just checked. Okay, survey says a perfect game, close to. Pretty much 2 inaccuracies. We'll take that. That's what we want to see. So I held on. He did get a, oh, wow. No, sorry. So here it's actually 0.6. And yeah, bishop h4 was the best move. I was thinking about this. So h6 might have been slightly inaccurate. And here, it wants to go knight c6 and give up the pawn. Okay, so let me think. Oh, so first of all, we are equal here, because this is like a check over. You would think white is a little bit better here, though. But there is a interesting move in between here. There's queen b6 apparently, and black is much better. Why? Because we can attack? Is that why? What's the idea here? So let's say he proactively saves his queen. Yeah, we're faster to attack here. His knight has not anywhere good to go to. Oh yeah, and there's things. Okay. And his bishop sucks. Okay. Sorry, wrong line. Yeah, so instead of knight bd7, it wants to go knight c6, but it's not a big difference. Yeah, so h6 was fine. It's third best move here. 20 cent upon delta between top move. Wants to go b4. It's the top engine choice. b4 and sack everything. And if b5, a4. Oh, come on. Who's doing this? a4. And we just march it all the way up. Wow. b3. I'm not sure about this. Computer loves this, but it's -3, really? Like, what if he just saves the knight? There's knight e4. What's this? Knight e4. Oh, it's mate. Oh, the queen's protecting. Wow. Wow, I don't know. That's a bit much, but that's b4 as a move is pretty crazy. And then you go a5. And now I looked at b5. If he takes, well, this, yeah, I can see the compensation here. And this is equal. Yeah, that's scary though, but it's an idea, I guess. Okay, gonna play. Well, before I play a game, we have to look at my opening study of The Bird, which I played yesterday and started running today. So let's update this. Okay, let me run that. Okay. What's today's program on Tyler TV? I don't know what that means, but I'm curious about the arena. How do you join that? Arena tournaments. I could join one now. Is there a rapid one going on? No. Oh, there is. Let's join an arena game. Only 20 minutes left. Play a lower rated for fun. See what it's like playing. It could be a higher rated. I don't know. But then I could play the bird. Okay, we got a pairing. 1751, which is no slouch. Should I try a different opening? Yes or no? And what opening? Give me, go quick. I only have 10 seconds before I have to make a move. Somebody say an opening. That is, or else I'm playing Sicilian. Quick. Okay, nobody has said anything. Oh, you're too slow. You guys are too slow. Sorry. I had 1 second left. Sorry. There's a delay in the stream too. It didn't help. I had 1 second left. Okay. So this guy's blinking. 5-bar connection blinker. And I don't want to trade. Do we want b5 here? b5, e5 should be good. Let's go b5 before he plays a4. Do I want c4? Probably not. Okay, let's trade a center pawn for a non-center pawn. Taking with a queen might have been better. Okay, so is this a threat? Not really, but let's play bishop b7 because now we're threatening b4. But I would like to castle it one day. It'd be nice. Will we get... Oh, there's somebody in the chat says, always did. I played with you today. I am your stream. Not sure what that means. Oh yeah, I played this guy earlier today. I remember. Oh yeah, that's the kid that we thought was a kid. Okay, where was I? So I could fix that bishop on f3. This guy keeps blinking. He must be watching my stream. Yeah, so I've got b4 again. Is there e5? Is this what the guy calculated? But then I can take. But then what's going on here? So I take. He recaptures with something. I take. He takes. This is all kind of equal, right? Oh, he said his age. He's 9 years old. So I guessed it. I nailed it. Can I open up the thing? I'm trying to show the full screen. How do I do that? Here. See? There's a chat. I'll do this thing there. You might have to squint to see it. Okay. So I think technically I could do this, but it's a little sharp. Or not sharp, but it's too many trades, and I don't really want to be trading here. So maybe I'll just start, maybe I'll go g6 here. And then if e5, but this is happening regardless, right? This is happening regardless. So if I go g6, e5, I got people, I got this guy talking to me in this chat, and I've got you guys talking. It's so distracting. So g6, e5, yeah, I presume I take on f3, queen f3, and then I'm up a pawn, right? As opposed to, but how is this different? How is this any different? Maybe b4 is better. b4, e5, knight e5, sorry, I take queen f3, and then I have knight takes. So I am going to play this. Miscalculated it the first time. His rating is 1572 FIDE. Well, I guess you guys can read that. Okay. Whoa, knight d5. Didn't see that. That looks like a problem. That could be a problem for me. Uh-oh. So a5 takes here. Okay, maybe I'm okay. Maybe I'm okay. These arena players are no joke. I think you need to add like 200 points onto their rating compared to the regular pool. Maybe not 200 points, but like 100 points. Okay, this guy is quick. He's 1700, by the way. He's still blinking too, but wow. Okay, so I'm still scared of here. Do I have e5? It's hard to kick this one out. e5. I don't like knight f5. So maybe e6. e6 looks good. Although there's still this. So e6, knight f6 here. Okay, let's go e6. I don't think so, Mimsovich. I would say arena players are less dedicated. because they just spam out games. They don't analyze them, probably. I think there's more cheaters. I'll just say it in Arena. Okay. Knight E3. Okay, I'm just going to minimize chat everywhere. Everywhere. I'm going to go Zen mode and everything. Okay. Because I need to focus now. Everybody's talking to me. So, I think just bishop E7. What about knight E5? No, I think I want bishop E7. Okay, I think I can go bishop E7. E5 I'm always taking on F3. Oh, there's knight C6 though. E5, bishop F3, queen F3. Okay, he doesn't do. Okay, so now maybe knight E5. Could I take here now? If he recaptures, he does have a discovery. But how good is that discovery? Knight C6 is the greater concern. Yeah, so here knight G4. I don't think his discovery is really that good. I don't think it's that good. But I could be missing something. I don't know. I think I can do this. But yeah, it's complicated. Like all of the, it's hard. All of the, oh shit. There is a discovery on my queen. Oh boy. I messed up. I never win arena games. Yeah, so I think I blundered here. Maybe takes. Okay, but I'll try to play it out. Because I think he has a discovery on the queen. Okay, he didn't find it. So I think it's time to run back. But yeah, I miscalculated that for sure. I mean, I don't know. It was still complicated. I don't know if I was okay or not, but it didn't look great. There's this afterwards too. We can defend it, but okay. So I think we need to go back and defend the bishop. I could maybe go D5, which is worth considering for sure. Okay, let's go D5 actually. Let's go D5 because I can protect E4, right? I have knight F6. I have knight C5. It helps a lot that I have chat minimized now that I can focus. I was I was reading two different sets of chats at the same time. I can't multitask so well. Okay, so I can start to simplify here. I am quite low on the clock. I am going to do that. I have to watch out for things, so I probably should castle at this point. He has knight F5 after, but not anything fantastic after, so I'll just go queen C5. Or maybe here would make more sense, hitting B2 and F5. What sucks is I'll get no points for this game. But okay, so I could also go F6 at some point, but I think I just at this point just want to get off of this potential collinearity with that rook. And then maybe go into the C file. I could maybe start pushing the center pawns. They are kind of equipped to be pushed, but I kind of want to bring in my rooks at the same time. Maybe I kind of like rook a c8. Yeah, especially now. Okay, does he want this? Okay, so I could go here. I think I can play that. He can attack me, but is this better? No, it's not. Nobody said that. Who said that? Okay, he might attack the rook, but it feels like he's losing a tempo or something. Maybe I just go here then. No, that doesn't work either. What? Interesting. So queen c2. And just march the... Oh, I can't do that. Hit the knight. a4. Yeah, so... Oh, he's on that. Okay, hit the knight. Comes in here. Bring the rook back. I only have a minute on the clock. These 1700s are tough cookies. He goes after the c file. We defend the c file. Maybe just create loops here because I'm low on the clock. And where do we do with our pieces? Push maybe? Okay, we'll trade that. And I've got these center pawns. Okay, I just want to create lift there. And then push. Oh, he's got this fork. Well, I can hit the queen. Oh, lovely. Wasn't even my plan. Was not even my plan. Man, but 1700s are like the same as 2100. No difference. Okay, so that's taken care of. That worked out nicely, but we only have a minute on the clock. Where do we want this knight? I don't have anywhere good for the knight. Okay, his queen's infiltrating here. Oh god, a minute. A minute on the clock. F6 would kill my light squares. It's not easy. How would he infiltrate? There's ways. He could cause me some harm. It's not the worst move, but probably not the best. Knight f5 and push. Okay, I don't know what that was. It's probably a mouse slip. I don't feel bad about the mouse slip, though. I had a minute. He had 4.5. No reason for him to mouse slip. Okay. Oh, see you later, Mimsovich. That was a tough game. It went better when I started minimizing chat and focusing more. But yeah, tough game. I got 2 points. Yay, 2 points. But he put up a good fight. He made it complicated with all those people. Whoa, this guy used to be 2,000. What happened? A year ago, he was 2,000. So how do I go back to that game? Like this? Okay. So I wasn't paying too much attention in the opening, but whoops, I was black. But yeah, he did make it complicated. I also kind of made it complicated. I could have just castled, but yeah, I didn't want to just trade everything. So it looks like b4 was an inaccuracy. Yeah, I just missed knight d5. My bad on that. And yeah, and now white has a tiny, tiny edge, 0.5, if you want to call that an edge. Maybe Tyler was right about what? Yeah, so I should have played e6 to stop knight d5. I wasn't sure about allowing this, but about him being 2100. Oh, yeah, not quite, but yeah, he was about 2000 at his peak a year ago. So this was a blunder. Yeah, I felt like I might have made a misstep here. Yeah, this was a weird move, knight f1. So I was expecting him. Wait, where was it? No, I think I was expecting him. Oh, I think I just miscalculated this. I thought his knight was already gone at this point, or something. Oh no, I was expecting this. That's right. Knight df5. Yeah, that was bad. I was sloppy here. Yeah, I noticed it at this point. So yeah, just 95 or just any normal move. Even castling is probably fine. Yeah. So that was sloppy. Very sloppy. I'm bad at these. When there's lots of like multiple captures, I'm like and combinations, I'm terrible. As you can see, I'm not good at calculating that. And that's where you can get in danger of playing a lower rated player, because it's so easy to go wrong. That's why sometimes it's more practical to not allow complicated positions like this. Now d5 is one of the top moves. I'm happy that I saw that. It's not the hardest move to find, but and then it didn't like rook a c8, but oh, come on, that's the most natural move here. a3 is the problem, undermining our b5, our b4 pawn. So instead it wants, yeah, it doesn't want to push in the center. I considered it. I guess I should have played it, or any other move, but yeah, this just allowed a3. Don't call me Shirley. And yeah, and then we're just, yeah, better here. But no, I got lucky. I'm not afraid to admit it when it's true. Okay, guys, I'm going to end it there. It's just over 2 hours stream. Not a good session. Let's do a recap of what went on today. So I played, I guess, 3 games, 2 wins, 1 loss. So that first game, I forget what happened that first game. Oh, that was, yeah, I got a little bit low on the clock, and he just played well. He played a good end game. That was, yeah. And I think that game is the one, if I go back to it, I think that's the one where I should have played king e2. Is this the game? Here. There's no need to give him activity. Just go king e2, improve the king. This pawn isn't going anywhere because I'm on the other one. And even if I wasn't on the other one, I should still just get active. I should not have let his rook get active here. And then the next game, I won. Oh yeah, this was against the 9-year-old from India. Yeah, it was scary, but I held on there. And then the third game is the one where the guy disconnected, I think. Yeah, he sacked twice. Wait, is this game I just played? Sorry, this is the game. No, this is the game I just played. And then I blundered here. I mean, I was distracted with chat, but I can't use that as every excuse. But yeah, that was miscalculation. Other than that, I shouldn't have played before because I missed knight d5. So that's it for me today. Tomorrow I'll be back tomorrow, but it'll be a very busy day tomorrow for me. So I'll be tired. I'm calling it now. And then on Wednesday will also be busy for me. So I probably won't stream Wednesday, but we'll see. Thanks for watching. Thanks for stopping by. Have a good night. See you next time.